Good morning, Facebook. How are we doing today? Hope everybody is having a fantabulous day today. My youngest daughter turned 16 today, and they grow up fast, so make sure you enjoy it. If you didn't catch my latest upload to YouTube, did a video yesterday, and I was talking about a pharmacy that's local to here that is really doing some discriminatory practice kind of things. And I'm not okay with that. I got met with, I'm at a bigger pharmacy, a nationwide pharmacy because of the medication that I take. A lot of other pharmacies don't carry it. With that being said, Century Drug in Lincolnton, a lot of people commented on my post about looking for a new place to go. That was homey, that was, laid back, that was a good atmosphere. So yesterday I called because I went to go get my medication filled at this big box store pharmacy, and it was met with a lot of aggravation, not having my meds, again. And this time, for the last 2.5 weeks, I have messaged them on the app because you can't call this pharmacy anymore. So, and asked, for them to call me. No phone call back. It's been horrendous. And we've been going through this for like 5 months. So I really just wanted to find a smaller pharmacy. Well, so yesterday I called and the lady put me on hold and she's like, well, let me get the pharmacy. And then the pharmacist picks up. And I was just utterly dismayed at the fact that they can determine who they provide help to and fill medications for based on how many medications you're on. If it doesn't benefit this pharmacy, they're not going to fill your prescription. And let's talk about that, because a lot of people say, I wish addicts would just get help. They don't want help. They don't want to get it. That could be sometimes farther than the truth. I was met with, oh, if you don't have multiple prescriptions to fill, we can't fill this prescription. And pharmacies in North Carolina are allowed to do this and get by with it. And it's not okay. Because if I'm legally prescribed a medication, a pharmacist or pharmacy owner shouldn't be able to dictate me getting my medication filled, no matter what it is. A board certified doctor prescribed me my medicine. But yesterday, I was told, just because a board certified doctor prescribed me my medicine, that they don't have to fill it because of what it is. Now, people in recovery that are on medicated assisted treatment, we run into this problem a lot. You get looked at in a different light. And just because, quote unquote, you're on this type of medication, and my question to the pharmacist yesterday is, why do I have to be on any other type of medication for you to fill this medication? And he was like, it has to offset our numbers. I really want y'all to go take a look at that video. It's on my YouTube page. I will link it in the comments of this video. But at the end of the day, folks, should pharmacies and pharmacy owners be able to dictate who they fill prescriptions for? They took an oath to serve their community. Are they serving their community? Being biased to one? Being biased to people? Well, I can't fill your med because you don't have 5 more to fill with it. To me, that isn't how healthcare or anybody working to help people should run. And we run into this a lot. You will run into this a lot. And a lot of people get discouraged, new in recovery. Why is it this hard to get where I need, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody was new in recovery and they went into this pharmacy and they're like, can I get this medication filled? And they're met with all these questions. Why should they be met with, are you filling more prescriptions through us? Are you doing this? Blah, 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 blah. Why should we have to answer a questionnaire? Why aren't we able just to drop our prescription off, say, I'd like to get this filled, and be able to go about our merry way? But that's not the case with a lot of these smaller, small town pharmacies. They're allowed to be biased, and I don't think that they should be allowed to operate. I don't feel that just because I am not on any other meds that I should be told that I can't fill my prescription here. Why? It doesn't make sense to me. And I will always advocate for what is right. And if you're going to be in the business of running a pharmacy, you shouldn't be allowed to discriminate and dictate who you fill a prescription for. And that goes back to the big money that's made off of big pharma. Okay? These pharmacies make a lot of money. And that's how they make their money, is off of big pharma. So they want you to be on upteam medications. And if you're just on one, you're not benefiting that pharmacy. So they're not wanting to have you as a customer. Because they don't want to go through having to get your medicine. Point blank in a discussion. They don't want to help the customer. Because if they did, they would take every customer, no matter what the medication may be. If you get into healthcare, if you get into the pharmacy side of it, I don't care what side you get into healthcare. If you're not in it to help the person, no matter the background, then you shouldn't be there. I mean, that would be like me in recovery. I'm only going to help this side of the people. I'm not going to help anybody that's on MAT. I'm just going to help the people that do it the right way, supposedly. And you'll have a lot of that in recovery, too. A lot of people will tell you, oh, you're not sober if you're on medicated assisted treatment. You're not sober at all. And I beg to differ, folks. 7 years ago, I didn't have a pot to piss in, couldn't pay a bill, couldn't pay a car payment, couldn't, give my daughter a birthday party. I couldn't do none of that. And for a lot of you that say medicated assisted treatment is not sober, I will argue with you till the cows come home. Oh, Lord. I hope everybody's all right. If you didn't hear that, it was sirens. But I wanted just to kind of update you. I'm sure I will probably get some backlash off of this, but I'm sorry. I am the type of person, I stand up for what's right. And it's not right that a pharmacy can dictate who they fill a prescription for based on how many medications you have. That's nonsense to me. It's nonsense. That's horsewash. I don't want to hear it. And that's where we're wrong in healthcare. Healthcare is supposed to be about the betterment of the person. Well, if we're about the betterment of the person and the betterment of and people wanting to get help and get healthcare and be better, the loopholes shouldn't have to be there. And I say this about any type of healthcare. I don't care if it's diabetic healthcare. I don't care if it's cancer healthcare. Most of y'all probably do not know I used to work in healthcare, and I used to work on a cancer unit for children. So when I tell you that, I've been there, I've seen it. I do not like with the insurance companies. I do not like big pharma. I do not like these big folks that get to tell you what you can and can't do. There shouldn't be a bias. If you're in healthcare and want to help people, then help people. It shouldn't matter what their background is or what they need. And that's the problem that we're running into with America. It all boils down to the almighty dollar. And this pharmacy can't make money off of me because I'm not bringing them 5 other prescriptions to fill. And folks, you really need to think about that, because a lot of people that are new in recovery, they don't have a long-term doctor already or a Lord, forgive me, a family practice doctor. A lot of folks, they, are going if they're new in recovery, they're going to a clinic or they're whatever, and if they're wanting medicated assisted treatment, this is the hurdles that you have to go through. You have to find a pharmacy that will work with you. And should we literally have to find a pharmacy that is willing to carry our meds? Why should there be a bias? There shouldn't be a bias. There shouldn't be a bias for any medication out there. If it's prescribed by a doctor and it's legal by law, any pharmacy in the United States of America should fill our medicine. End of discussion. Let me know what you're thinking below. And if you can, please go watch that video. I would greatly appreciate it. I love y'all guys so big, so much. It's Wednesday, hump day, hump day, hump day. Make sure you are taking care of you and loving you. Because at the end of the day, there ain't nobody gonna love you like you gonna love you. Love you like Sara Lee, baby. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace out.